Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my Hiking Speaks. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you would like to. This channel is not monetized, so if you would like to donate, you can do so at Cianise, Cash App, capital CIA, capital NISE, all one word. Thank you. Now, for this video, I wanted to talk about why are these, I should have combed my hair first. For this video, I want to talk about the Chrissy Teigen debacle, her being slammed for being a bully online for nearly a decade, as well as the young man who's a designer who came and said that he suffered being blackballed because of Chrissy Teigen's influence in the industry, and as well as a model who, well, no, she wasn't a model, a singer who then came out and said that he did something wrong to her, right? So let's get into it. Oh, hold on, I have to grab. No, it's not on this. It is on my tablet. Sorry. So, let's get into this. Chrissy Teigen issues a public apology after her cyberbullying scandal resurfaces. And this was from the Shade Room. Sorry, I know I'm late. I've been backed up on videos, right? We just say that. So, let's get into it. Micheal Costello says Chrissy Teigen bullied him to the point of contemplating suicide. Right? So, he released his personal messages that he had with Chrissy Teigen. After all of this, it was claimed that he had said the N-word to someone, which is why Chrissy Teigen was pissed off at him. So, if, let's say he did say that, her coming to stand against him for that would be honorable, right? The thing is, he didn't say it in Twitter, or was it Instagram, actually proved that he didn't say it, that someone else had put out fake messages, tweets, or posts from him. It wasn't actually him. But Chrissy Teigen didn't care. That didn't stop her from putting her wrath out on him. Right? So, he says to Chrissy, can I call you? She says, no. I do not have anything to say to you. You will get what's coming to you, right? That's a threat. He says, Chrissy, I've never called anyone the N-word. Those fake images were photoshopped from a former disgruntled employee. She says, good luck with that, laughing my ass off. Hope that story keeps your already dead career going. Then he says, please call me, and he puts in his number. He says, I am suffering from this more than you can imagine. So many people are attacking me over this. It's a fake story, but your comment is adding more fuel to the fire. She says, good. Racist people like you deserve to suffer and die. No, okay, no. You might as well be dead. Your career's over. Just watch. That's her following up with her previous threat, right? About he's going to get what's coming to him and her threats. And then she said, your career's over, just watch. That made me think she's implying she's about to end his career, right? But anyway, okay, so alleged comment that contains the N-word, but Micheal stated it was Photoshop. That's what I'm about to show you guys. Now, we'll read to you guys now and just show you. You're just probably a dumb N-word. Defending her. I am royalty, B-I-T-C-A, bitch. I dress Beyonce. Who are they going to believe? That's what he supposedly said to the other person, right? Now, okay, no, that's a different story. Where's the rest that what did I do with the rest of this story? Okay, let me go back this way. Oh, you know what? Maybe I didn't screenshot all of his, yeah, I must not have screenshot what all he had to say. Well, anyway, he went on to put out that she bullied him and she had him blacklisted. Her and her friends, her little crew, people in the industry literally attacked him online for it, calling him racist and stuff like that. And then behind the scenes and in person in real life, they also ridiculed him through his name, to the wolves as being this racist, horrible person. Don't work with him. This is that and the other. So he said that it affected his career dramatically. Like, he pretty much did not have a career anymore. As well as his online presence was diminished because Chrissy Teigen, to her millions of followers who are enthralled with her, right? They love and worship that woman. And she's nasty and a bully, so of course they would take on those attributes as well. Her turning her attention to him, to smear his name, to pick fun at him, to target him, caused millions of people to turn that way and begin to do the same thing, right? So now he's no longer liked in the public eye, but behind the scenes, due to her connections in the model world and the industry, she was able to get people to no longer want to work with him. And he said the targeted harassment and bullying of him online as well as in real life, and his career also failing because of that. His income, his means to make money, his dream of designing and stuff, really brought him to a dark place to where he wanted to commit suicide, right? So he put that out there. This is the thing. I totally believe him. Chrissy Teigen is a very nasty, vile person. That's how I have always seen her. Y'all see her as this fun, witty, great person. I have never seen her as that. From early on, even how she acted towards her own husband, John Legend, I just seen her as vile and nasty. Like, you a woman with a lot of bitterness and hatred in you and anger in you, and people have allowed you to behave that way, specifically John Legend. So you think it's okay, and everywhere you go, you target, bully, shame because of her own insecurities. She's been outspoken about her own insecurities growing up and how things have been for her, and she allowed it to turn her into a very mean girl. And she directed that towards other models. She directed that towards other people in the business, those who she felt she could. She directed it to millions of people online, social media, targeting and harassing followers and comments and posts and stuff like that, right? And everyone let her get away with it, and they loved her for it. Well, every dog's had her day. Well, no, that's not how that terminology will be used. Well, not every dog's had their day. Every person, it catches up to you what you do, right? So she did that. She has continuously done this throughout the years, even though she's a pedo, right? Because I was even looking at those tweets. That was the other reason why I didn't like her. She's clearly a pedo and should have been taken down a long time ago. But finally, karma's coming to get a chunk of that ass, right? So she goes on and she gives an apology, saying that yes, she's apologized for all her cyberbullying and stuff like that. She wants to be forgiven. The other thing that tripped me out was when people start harassing her, targeting her for being a pedo in the comments that she was writing. She didn't feel bullied, and she was getting people accounts taken. She was erasing posts, Twitter tweets that she had made because she had became a target, and people had turned to her, giving her that same vile energy that she had always given out, which I personally felt she deserved. But she wanted to cry about it when it turned to happen to her, but she didn't care for all these years she's been doing that to others, right? But she finally said she wants to apologize and acknowledge her wrongdoing and the type of horrible human being she's been acting as, right? Then a woman comes, which I know I definitely, I'm missing something because I definitely took screenshots is that as well. Yeah, and it would have been on this device. So where are they? Where are the tweets from the lady and what she had to say? Oh crap! I'm sorry, y'all. I can't find it. I really wanted to be organized and start giving y'all, more thorough content. But bear with me. I'm trying. Well, anyway. A lot of people was attacking him, saying that, oh, how you being dramatic, you being extreme, you coming out not saying this, and they felt that way. I don't look at it like that. This is what you got to understand about the model industry and the entertainment industry. Millions of people get blackballed, right? Not millions, but a lot of people get blackballed. They've even told us Monique got blackballed. Who else? Azalea Banks had got blackballed. Maya, the singer, had got blackballed. Who else? What's that girl who can sing really, really good? Who was the one who made, what is that girl's name? I loved her. I had her albums and everything. Beyonce blackballed her. Y'all know the girl. Y'all storing her CDs at her and stuff like that. She couldn't get no work and all that. She made this song. Carrie. No, her name ain't Carrie. Carrie Hill. Harris. No. I can't think of her name, so let me move past it because we on time, right? But anyway, a lot of people have gotten blackballed from all sectors of the industry, even sports. They get blackballed. So I do believe him on that. And yes, models have the power to blackball designers or other models and all that kind of stuff. Just ask Naomi Campbell and Tyra Banks. It happens. She targeted him for whatever reason. Probably was more than just that. I think that it probably was nothing even. Because the way that Chrissy Teigen is, I think that she has a lot of hate, self-hate, anger, bitterness, insecurity and stuff that she just looks, who can I target? It makes her feel good and she gets off on bullying and putting down other people and feel like she has a sense of power, right? So it could have just been that. But it is very well possible that she was able to stop him as him being a designer from being able to get with modeling agencies to design their models, spreads for magazines, walking runways in different places. Y'all might not realize, no, it's certain people in the industry, they got the power to end and stop people's career, and we've seen them do it right in front of our faces, right? So I believe him on that front, and it driving him to eventually want to commit suicide. Okay, yeah, it might be a bit extreme dramatic. He might be putting 10 on 100 with her, you get what I'm saying, like, or putting 100 on 10, I mean, with her, as in just her act in his career is what drove him to want to commit suicide, when it was probably other things as well going on in his personal life that he was not happy with, or felt the target of, but he's placing it all to her at this moment. It was one of the things that aided it, maybe, or maybe he felt it was the start of him getting to this point of wanting to commit suicide, which that can happen. I can believe that. So in that situation, I think that this is karma for Chrissy Teigen. I think that she deserves the slander and the heat that she's getting. I think she should have been blackballed for the type of stuff that she has done and said, and the way she has treated people throughout her career and on social media. Hopefully this will be a new day for him, and his career will be able to rise back up. It looks like the elites are going to let her sink. They have covered and defended and protected her for so long, as well as her connections with John Legend. Oh, right. Another person they tried to blackball. Academics. They didn't like what academics had to say about him, and they had him suspended from off the show. They were trying to go for him getting fired, but he ended up being just suspended or whatever. Like the same when Diddy wanted Wendy fired, right? But Wendy was too valuable for them, so they just suspended her on the behalf of Diddy. Jay-Z had gotten Charlamagne fired. So, like, this stuff happens all the time in the business. But anyway, the young lady didn't want to come and point her finger at him, right? She's a singer. They was doing a charity event. She was chosen to be a model. He was chosen to be one of the designers. I personally think that the charity is the one who chose models and reached out to them and said, can you model for us for this charity event? And I think that they are the ones who reached out to the designers and said, can you design for this modeling event? I don't think that the designers went and picked the models. I don't think the models went and picked the designers. I think the charity was in charge of that. Well, anyway, she states that once she got there and for her first fitting, which was by him, that man, that I promise y'all, I screenshot this stuff and I can't find it. But he fitted her, and during the fitting, he was going to have to make a lot of alterations to the dress, and she said, she knows she doesn't have the model physique, but she believes that's why he tossed her to the side. She said he did not come and do any more fittings with her, and that she had to sit instead of walk, and she was embarrassed and publicly humiliated because she could not walk. And this was all due to him, who made her feel insecure because he did not let her walk his dress. I personally feel like, girl, come on, really? Are you serious? Come on, get over this, okay? This is how I look at that. It's his dress, right? This is what you gotta understand about art. Everything that you see is art. Everything is design. Think of the bottle of liquor. They all are using art to design even the bottle. It's art. So that's why y'all keep them up on your shelves, or maybe y'all do it for the names. I don't know. But his dress, that's his art, his artistry. He tailor-made that dress in the design and vision that he's seen for the dimensions, where how it will fall. So he designed it for a certain height, for a certain bust line, for a certain waistline, all of that. Even where he cut the end of it, for if he wanted to stop at the ankle, at the knee, at the thigh, at the calf, wherever. All of those dimensions are already placed and set. So, for the design and vision of the dress, how he wanted to look. When he puts that on a model, and he looked at her, a woman who did not match the physique of what the dress was designed to be shown on, walked in, he would have had to make too many alterations. And I'm about to tell you about what alterations does. When you take something and you alter it, you're changing it from the original design, excuse me, sorry for that. I was just shoving my nose. From its original design and artwork and all of that, from how it's going to visually look. I think that he was throwing this model, right? Cool. He already designed the dress, and this is the one he wants to walk. Because, yeah, this is for charity, but this also is a spotlight for me. That's why they do it for the charity. Because, yeah, I'm doing this for free, but this is going to bring money and eyes back to my business, whatever it is I'm doing. That's why she did it. It's going to bring money and ears back to her music. That's why he did it. It's going to bring money and ears back to his designs. Well, this is the dress I want to walk, to show off my skill set of what I can do and what I can create and make. I think he got to her. He would have had to make too many alterations that would have changed the entire design of the dress. It would have been a different dress altogether. He would have had to change the entire layout, design of the dress to be able to fit her and who she was. And he didn't want to do that. And to me, he didn't have to. Now, I understand she's not a model from what I was told in the comments, because people was mad at me for my take on it. I don't feel he was wrong, and my feelings are, get over it. In the modeling industry, a lot of them women will tell you that they were set out by designers all the time, for whatever reason. Set out, didn't walk, rearranged and was supposed to be the lead walk and ended up somewhere in the middle in the back, all kind of stuff. In the industry, it is a self-torture chamber, because you're constantly being told you're not good enough, do better, it's not your turn yet, all kind of stuff like that. It happens. So to me, her trying to use that to throw on him like he did this great big injustice against her is a load of crap. And I don't feel he should be penalized or looked at as different because of sitting her down. You talking about you was humiliated. Other people might have known you was going to walk. They don't know why you chose not to walk. And to me, it's not a big deal, right? It was for charity. Stop thinking about yourself. Yes, we could say the same for him. But I totally stand with him and understand why he did not want to change his entire dress to where it would have had to become in a completely different dress just to fit her. No, you don't have to do that. And he shouldn't have done that, because then it doesn't show his skill and the type of art that he's into creating. It wasn't for you, boo. Just that is what it is. So I'm not going to vilify him for that. He don't have to let you walk in his dress if you want to. And any model will tell you they don't get them all. They're constantly being told why they are not good enough for this particular dress walk. And that's whether you're singing, acting, or modeling. That is a career in even him as being a designer. That is a career of wanting to open yourself up to hearing a lot of rejection and no's and criticism. It is what it is. So that's how I look at that. The real focus on Chrissy Teigen, the vile bully, pedo, and let's focus on her. Not what woman is mad at him because he didn't let her walk in his dress. And that's all I got to say about that. Give me, you guys, your thoughts on it. Have a good night.